Andreea, I've invited you to this table because you are, I would call it, an activist when it comes to the situation of the poor dogs of your home country, Romania. They are killed, the stray dogs in Romania, in a huge number. It's not the fact that they are killed, it's the way they are killed, the way they are treated before they die, which is horrible.
Yes.
What have you experienced, what have you seen in Romania?
I seen myself, I have seen myself and my daughter also, dog captors shooting dogs in the streets, puppies or adults or pregnant dogs, doesn't matter, in their eyes, in their ears, in the brain, direct by different ways, because the dog cannot stop to shut in the muscle. After the dog starts to scream, to be blood out of him, and the children look and start to scream themselves also, why this murder, this horrible film, real. And the dog captors said, out, they push us to not save the dogs. If they are our dogs, we say, it's my dog, no. And they put in the cars, they are going. Some of the dogs have a wrong reaction, normal reaction of tranquilizant, they start to vomitate after. And nobody is there in the shelter to take their head, to help them to vomitate normal, and they are dying because in the pulmons arrive the food. Others are dying slowly in the same day because the temperature of the body is down when the shutting substance is in their body. And nobody tried to keep the temperature normal of the body because the temperature is down or in their body with tranquilizant. And nobody covered them, nobody around them, just let them in the dark inside, in the misery. All the vet doctors and all paid by public money are out, doesn't matter. Who will die and who will not die, we will see tomorrow. And tomorrow the masters could come to ask about their dogs and they say, oh, your dog was adopted just.
You have you witnessed that there are so-called puppy mills because they need more dogs to be able to gain more money by killing dogs, correct?
Yes, if I understand, in one way the state, the mayors of all the cities, big cities especially, because a lot of public money are inside, in one way they let to be killed the dogs official by public money. They pay the different organizations or direct people from their organization to kill, but in the second way they let to multiply the dogs in secret to have the dogs next year. One dog captor from Bucharest said to me, he was out of the work, said to me that his boss said, hey, be careful, if a pregnant female is in the street and you have no sensitization, let her alone, because we need puppies for next year. You need a job, I need money.
It has become a kind of industry.
It's kind of industry.
Even supported by public money. Andreea said, Stefan ECK, you're an activist yourself on this field, but you're also a member of the European Parliament. EU money are said to be involved in this, correct?
Yes.
Correct. The EU, Romania receives year by year money from the EU, and they split it in 4 different budgets, and the EU has no influence where the money goes.
But you have a possibility to raise a debate on this. Do you?
Here in the House, not really, but I try to raise attention under my colleagues that we speak about it for what the money, what is paid to Romania is used for.
But you do something extraordinary. You are going yourself to Romania. You are fighting the whole thing in Romania. How?
Of course, I went 2 times to Romania. I demonstrate against the situation.
How do you demonstrate?
With normal demonstration, which are going on. I be one of the demonstrators, and my last visit I have used to speak directly with the City Council of Bucharest, and I told the town mayor, Mr. Oprescu, for example, that the situation is unacceptable, especially what the chief of ASBA said a couple of weeks ago he insulted the European animal welfare organizations and the European animal friends very much. He said that the dogs which are adopted from the Germans, they be used for animal experience, and they get abused for some other things. It was really awful.
You said something, ASPA, what's that?
ASPA is an organization of the state of Romania who catches the dog and who kills the dog.
Paid by public money.
And earn money by that.
And they earn a lot of money. For each dog they bring in a shelter and kill the dog, they get around 250 euro. This is very much because the average income in Romania is about 350 to 400 euros, and 40% of the population of Romania has only an income of about 200 euros.
How would you recommend European not living in the close area to Romania to react to this? One suggestion was to boycott by tourists. Mm-hmm. Another one is to boycott the present situation of the city of Cluc, mm-hmm. which has become the European youth mm-hmm. capital mm-hmm. this year. Is that a way? Are they looking only upon something coming which is violating their incomes, or can you get in touch with the authorities by arguments?
In this case, we should use any possible way to react. By demonstrations, by protest letters, but also by a boycott of Romania as an area for tourists, and also the young generation should boycott the capital of youth during this year.
So the outcome, in your opinion, is not to be foreseen tomorrow. There will be no end right away, but on the long term?
I have handed over to the office of the president, of the new elected president.
Of the intergroup?
No,
or
the new elected president
in
of Romania,
Mr. Iohannis.
Mr. Iohannis. Mm-hmm. I hand over an official request for a visit of a delegation from the intergroup.
The intergroup
for animal
welfare of the European Parliament.
Yes, mm-hmm. And this delegation will visit President Iohannis, I hope, during the next 6 or 8 weeks, and bring the situation, what is going on in his country, to the attention of the new elected president. And Mr. Iohannis is known as an animal friend, and he has some influence in his country. So I guess this could be a good chance that something will change.